Pantry is the famous old pancake place you're referring to here in Nashville. If you come here, I can get you in the back door. You don't have to stand in line.
What's
serious?
What's that motel in Brentwood where they have
Lovely.
The biscuits and the homemade peach preserves every
The lady who made the biscuits there, I mean, I hugged and loved on her like my mother. She's passed away. Yeah, Loveless Cafe is the name of it.
Yeah, man.
Famous place. But
you had to stand in line for an hour to eat breakfast, but it was worth every minute you waited. It really was.
People wait forever, but and I got to back up. Neal, you referred to a band that actually didn't have a horn section earlier.
Brides of March?
Yeah, Jim Peterick. That's Jim's band, or was.
Okay.
And Jim wrote the song Vehicle, but he also wrote another kind of obscure song that we call it mailbox money, when you get royalties off of songs that you write.
Right.
And he's the only guy I know that has to take a front loader to unload his mailbox.
Okay.
Royalty checks. He wrote Eye of the Tiger also.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
How you doing, Sylvester? You put my song in your movie. Yeah. Eye of the Tiger. Yeah.
Well, if he keeps it up, he may have a song worth listening to eventually. Hey, coming up, we got a little bit more. Don't you go away.
If you're like me, you've been hearing a lot about burials and cremation lately. It's kind of a sad thought, but thousands of these poor souls have to be stored in these big refrigerator trucks, waiting sometimes weeks before they can be put to rest. And then the average funeral cost is over $10,000. I don't have that kind of money just lying around. Do you? Everyone has the right to die with dignity, and an affordable burial policy can be had for as little as $1 a day. Call Final Expense Network for a free quote. They shop for affordable rates from brand name companies, folks you've heard of. One call and you get coverage to finish well. You can even name your church as a beneficiary. Come on, you have loved ones. Don't leave them at the last hour of their need. Call now, 800-589-0470. That's the Final Expense Network at 800-589-0470. Finish well. Make a quick call to 800-589-0470. 800-589-0470.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. Men, want to feel younger, stronger, leaner? You don't have to slow down after 40. Frank Thomas found the secret to staying in shape with the energy and drive of his 20s.
Man, you look like you could still hit it a mile.
I feel great, too.
What gives?
After 40, men slow down. It's harder to stay in shape.
Why?
Our free testosterone levels drop. It happened to me, and then I found Nugenix Total T.
New Nugenix Total T is our most powerful man-boosting formula ever because it boosts your free testosterone and your total testosterone. Nugenix Total T helps provide even more energy, performance, testosterone, and muscle-boosting ingredients for even better results. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text GRIT to 321321. Samples are not available in stores.
Well, wait. When you can do something about it now?
I got to try Nugenix Total T.
Text GRIT to 321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. That's GRIT to 321321.
Yes, Frank, it's almost over, man.
This is the most fun.
I mean, cocktail hour started a few minutes ago.
Can I reach over and can I show this on the screen? No,
we haven't.
You have Arnold Palmer Spike.
Spot is right there. It's right over there. If it's not Arnold Palmer Spike, you don't show it on the screen.
Well, I have it here. I can't leave the screen to go get it. But I will tell you that I'm going to double spike mine.
Okay.
5% alcohol by volume.
Yep.
It's a great little kick. It really is refreshing after a round. It is. But sometimes I have to add a little bit to it because
your tolerances are very high. We know that. It's that mean old rock and roll life, buddy.
They let me, you know what? I went to Betty Ford 3 times. It finally took.
I got to tell you a quick story. And if you go to thoseweekendgolfguys.com, you can hear the episode that features this woman, this girl. Frank met her at French Lick for the Donald Ross Classic Pro-Am that we all played in. 13-year-old Ava Bunker.
Oh, my God.
Okay. She played, I forget the name of the pro she played with, but it was the beautiful 6'1" tall.
The one that withdrew.
Oh, she withdrew?
No, the pro did because she was so beaten down by that young 13-year-old.
Yeah, well, she only beat the 13-year-old by 2 strokes.
I know, by 2. That's it.
Yeah, 2 strokes. And they were going head to head. And it was so great because when they were introduced to each other and she said, I'm playing in your group, the pro said, get out of the cart you're in and you're riding with me. And they hung out together all day.
That's great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they were just talking, and I mean, Ava, because Ava's going for a pro career. She just doesn't want to be in the LPGA. She wants to be a superstar in the LPGA. She also just came back with a 3rd place trophy in the junior kids tournament in Pinehurst number 2.
Oh,
she finished 13th overall in the Indiana State Women's Amateur.
Wow.
And when she plays in junior tournaments, she's 13, but she is relegated to the 15 to 19-year-old age bracket just to make it fair.
That's not wow. Hey, by the way, John, I mean, yeah, I watched her. She really is a player. And Jeff Smith is an incredible instructor.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, who has the trophy from the pro-am?
The guy who plays with the director of golf from the resort. Yeah.
Right. That just means he made some good decisions, is what it means.
No, actually, our team really, really played well. Now, we did airmail the team in front of us a couple of times. They got a little upset about that.
Yeah.
But we had a guy in our group that can hit the ball 320, 330 every time he touches it. But I get to move up because of my age.
Yeah.
But we used my drive a lot because it was in the fairway and not sprayed.
Yeah.
And I was hitting it really, really well that day.
Quick story on there's a par 5 where the older guys get about 100 yards of love.
110.
And I hit a drive, and it was, in the words of a man whose name will be familiar with you, he said, it was long, strong, and right down the frickin' middle.
Who's that man that said that?
Jeff Smith said that. I did not know Jeff was behind me. And I stepped up and I hit that drive, and all of a sudden he goes, whoa, somebody's been taking some lessons.
Well, that's a shameless advertising there, Jeff.
And who's this Jeff Smith again? Please, God, say it again.
The number one. No, he's one of the top 100 golf instructors in the country.
He is. Yeah. Don't say it again. We got to wrap this up, fellas. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
I know, but
So okay, there once was a girl from Nantucket.
No.
That's okay.
That's the after party, man. Visit us at theapproachshot.net. Subscribe to the podcast, and of course, golftalkamerica.com is where you can find Frank and all that stuff going on there. And again, one more time, go to arnoldpalmerspike.com/approach to find out where you need to go to buy some if you haven't already.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. And you've got to keep in mind, and it wasn't Frank who told me this, but he would have if he had come up with it first. The same people invented golf and called it a game that invented bagpipes and called it music.
Indeed they did. And remember, too, life, she is a gift. Open it.
You've been listening to The Approach Shot with the Weekend Golf Guys. If you like this week's episode, be sure to subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you download your podcasts. And find us on the web at approachshot.net.